Much has been said regarding the build to Tiffany Stratton defend the Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41 next Saturday night, whether it's the progression in the storyline or the controversial segment from the April 4th episode of Smackdown where the two stars went off script. Now, the reason I say that this is more real than you know is because they have blended the reality of a true life scenario, something in which Tiffany Stratton recently touched on, as well as the personal life of Tiffany Stratton, the personal life of Charlotte Flair, and everything in between. Now, you know that on the April 4th episode of SmackDown, things went off a freaking cliff where Tiffany Stratton got annoyed with Charlotte, and Charlotte got even more annoyed with Tiffany Stratton. I mean, there's literal breakdown, sentence by sentence, of these two, what was planned, what wasn't planned, kind of to the point where it's obnoxious and annoying, but hey, I give them a lot of credit for going out there and getting that information. Charlotte did not appreciate the 0-3 reference from Tiffany Stratton regarding her marriage record, and Tiffany certainly didn't take too kindly to, Charlotte Flair completely making up something which was not even true, to the point where her real life scenario is being brought into storyline. Granted, she brought in real life, so I guess fair is game, correct? Now, they did a segment on this week's episode of SmackDown, which got more reality based. Keep in mind, this is literally a week after this controversial, unscripted promo segment. Charlotte Flair stating that why is Kaiser in her DMs, referencing Tiffany Stratton's real life boyfriend, Ludwig Kaiser. Well, that was completely made up, to the point where Charlotte, whether or not you believe it or not, took to social media and apologized for it because it was not true after airing their personal issues. She said, after being excuse me, let me rephrase that. After being blindsided by my personal trauma on live television, my character said something on air that was not true. And I'd like to take this opportunity to clear the air. I should have never called the Chicago fans smart. I sincerely apologize. Ha 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 ha. Basically, that's what that is. I love how she refers to it as her character. It's like, you went out of character and brought up real life stuff. That's not necessarily your character. That's you doing that, right? Because if your character is talking about something, then they would reference the other person's character. So get out of there with this. Um, Obviously, there was a gigantic segment on Friday Night SmackDown where Charlotte Flair was in the parking lot. She was trying to get her bags out of the car. I don't know if she was having issues. I don't know what the deal was, but Tiffany Stratton absolutely blindsided her. More on that in a minute. This is where things get interesting for me. So Tiffany Stratton was speaking with Jan Murphy on the One Fall podcast, and she praised Charlotte Flair for being her idol and emphasized the importance of the match. And she said this, and I want you to pay attention because I think it's very interesting. She said, I think this match doesn't even start with the past 6 weeks. It doesn't even start with winning the Royal Rumble and her picking me. I think it starts with the reason why I got into wrestling. She is who I looked up to, who I saw on my TV screen, who I idolized. And I had it already set in my mind that she was a dream match of mine even before I got signed to WWE. So this goes back further than that. She's obviously one of my idols, and at WrestleMania, I think this is when I solidified that I am the new generation and I'm here to take her place. So let's break that down for a minute. Number one, this is a dream match. Both women for years have called for this match. Now, I don't think they would necessarily thought this was how they were going to get to this match, but we're here, right? So it's kind of like you made your bed, you might as well lie in it kind of thing. Number two, Charlotte Flair being the reason that Tiffany Stratton got into wrestling and being her idol, that is 100% a shoot. Before all of this, Tiffany Stratton has said that numerous times. That's why Tiffany Stratton wanted this match, right? It's okay, people see it as, okay, Tiffany Stratton got into wrestling and this is her idol. Can she beat her idol? Can she match up to the person that she looked up to for so many years? That's one area. There's one angle of this feud. You have with Charlotte Flair, hey, there's this talent who is very similar to me in both gimmick and look wise, and she's here to take my spot. And I have to defend my spot, right? And then you have the fan base go, okay, Tiffany Stratton is the future. She is the future of the wrestling business. She is the new Charlotte Flair. And so Tiffany, building on that, talking about how she can go into Mania, and if she can win and beat Charlotte Flair, then that marks the new generation, which, by the way, is already here and already in play, and that she's here to take her place. Regardless if Tiffany Stratton gets her hand raised at WrestleMania, you best believe that Tiffany Stratton is here to stay. She is the new Charlotte Flair. She is the new generation. She is the one who is going to help carry this company for the next 5 to 10 years in the women's division. She's going to be one of their biggest stars. You may not think that she has the greatest promo skills in the world. I would agree with you. But you know what? She has a lot of time. She's very, very young and she's still very, very green in this business. And I think if you look at it from that standpoint of, okay, she's only been in this business for what, 5 years, 4 years? And she's gotten to the spot that she's at, and she's in a situation in which she has really started to hold her own in, then I think, hey, you know what? In time, give her a few more years, she's gonna get that promos down. If you think Charlotte Flair at this point in her career had her promos down, I have news for you. She doesn't even have her promos down now. She gets flustered by the fans. If everything doesn't go her way, she does not know how to handle the segment. That is what was the issue when they went unscripted. Now, is she an amazing athlete, a tremendous performer? When the lights shine the brightest, the star of Charlotte Flair comes out, no doubt about it. But she is not as complete as WWE would want to make you seem. Is she very good? Yes. Is she better than Becky Lynch? No. Is she better than Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair in terms of character, in terms of promos, in terms of in-ring skills? Is she better than a Mercedes Moné? No. And I think people are starting to see right through her. It's no longer, well, they're pushing, aka WWE, they're pushing her down our throats. It's no more of that. It is more of, we see through you. We don't want this. Like we're over this. Okay. It's not even about the push. It's like, no, no, no. The individual star, you're not in this spot anymore. And this new generation in which Tiffany Stratton speaks of, they're here. They have arrived, they are on the scene, they are hitting the ground running. And they are absolutely leaps and bounds better than where Charlotte Flair was back in her day at this age group. Go back on YouTube. Like I was watching a bunch of clips of her promos with Soraya, her promos with Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella would eat her alive on the microphone. Okay. Soraya ate her alive on the microphone. So you have to put that into, I mean, Charlotte Flair's been in this game a long time. She's much older than Tiffany Stratton. So keep that in mind when we're talking about comparisons and when we're talking about who's better or what's better or who's got this and who's got that. There are levels to this game, and Tiffany Stratton is very, very quickly rising to the occasion and making a statement for herself in WWE. Hey, you thought we were done here. No, no, no. One quick thing. If you would, let me know your thoughts on this video. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What I get wrong? What I get right? I'd love to hear your voice down below. Thanks for watching, y'all.